This is fun. I've never done anything quite like this before, so
I think this is incredibly fun. I'm having a blast. Hey guys, it's Mike with Become the Night. Today I am joined by Father Michael Sweeney, who is a Dominican priest and was a classical pianist. And Father, I'm going to ask you for the fourth time today. Prior to today, how much metal have you listened to?
I haven't.
Okay, we're going to listen to some metal today. Well, some more metal. And this is the last video in this series, and we're listening to Templars by Sabaton. So, for some context, Sabaton are what's called a power metal band. And power metal is kind of grandiose. It's large, lots of reverb and space. Sometimes they use some orchestration or synthesized orchestration in order to get this more classical evoking grandiosity. Other times it can also do just like really fast, kind of happy sounding metal, you could say. So not all metal has angst. This one does, but not all does. Lastly about Sabaton, they are a Swedish metal band who writes songs based upon historical battles throughout history. And they'll go all over history, talking about different stuff. This one is particularly about, I believe, the First Crusade. And please correct me if I'm wrong, because I think the lyrics might go through several generations as well. But all right, here is the lyrics, Father. And we are going to get started listening. Oh, for context, this is another one of my gym lifting songs. I think it's just random vowels. I don't think there's actual lyrics to any of it. It's like simulating Latin.
Yes.
I'll have that in the subtitles.
The poor fellow soldiers of Christ and the temple, their mission, our journey, how to begin. Safeguard the path, the way to salvation, protecting the faithful, a journey within. The holy order, ignite the flame, protect the border, Jerusalem calling the name. God's call, holy order, Knights of Jesus Christ, charge from the temple. God's own chosen warriors, Templars on the march, charge from the temple mount.
All right, so it's about a third of the way through the song. That's first verse and chorus. So what do you think?
It certainly sets the stage. Militant, yes.
Very much so.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. It's intriguing. I like the insistence of it, the drive, if you wish. There's an invitation to feel militant oneself.
Oh yeah.
Which is, I can see this as something to do while lifting.
Yeah. And we were like, it's okay. I'm beating skulls for Jesus, man. It's cool.
Yeah, right. It's imaginative. We're in the realm of fantasy.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Like romanticizing.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, the reality of medieval call to arms was not like that. Knighthood, chivalry, certainly the nobility of the task, and that is coming out somewhat in the music. And we could almost get the gait of the
horse.
knights as they ride the horse. Yeah. Okay, so that's been done nicely. At the same time, even in charging, there wasn't that sort of uniformity, and the whole thing would have been a good deal more chaotic and messy. A knight was certainly to take his faith seriously, especially the Templars.
But I'd say especially the Templars, yeah.
Absolutely.
Like I've heard through some other like interviews from like experts and stuff, like they treated it almost like a religious order.
Well, the Templars were a religious order.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yes.
Okay.
As were the Knights of Malta, the same, who still are around.
Yes, yeah.
And as a matter of fact, only members of the nobility could join.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so we're speaking of fealty, personal fealty, enormously important. The fealty to their Lord, in this case, Jesus, mediated through the superior of their order. They were held to great personal standards of personal conduct. And so the treatment of the enemy, in a certain sense, they were to ennoble their opponents.
Ennoble their opponents?
Yes. And not demean them. In other words, a worthy opponent.
Yes, yeah.
And the worthiness of their opponent was something actually they bore in mind. An idea that might be a good thing for us to look at again in our time and place. I don't think this is the first crusade, because if they're riding up from the temple, this would more be when Jerusalem itself is under attack.
Okay.
Yeah, the Knights were founded to protect pilgrims.
Producer Sean is fact-checking me live. We're looking here. What's the particular crusade that the song is about? It's actually overarching from the very founding of the order, the whole way through all the messy, like First Crusade, all the messy geopolitical stuff in between, and then their downfall at the hands of King Philip of France, King Philip IV. Thank you, Sean.
It's nicely romanticizing
Yes.
to me.
So the thing with Sabaton is they do that type of romanticizing for all of it. So for any of the battles, like I mean, depends upon who they pick as the protagonist, obviously.
Yes.
But like every protagonist is like romanticized, and it actually kind of all has this really cool nationalist tinge to it.
Yeah.
But it's not picking one nation.
Yeah, good.
So it's like every country gets a chance to be like, yeah, these are my guys, Like it's really cool.
The other thing to know about the medieval mind is that place was very important. Jesus of Nazareth. And the names, of course, of the Philip of France. Folks' very names, especially of the nobility, involved where they were from. And so the identification of our Lord with the place was part of securing Christian pilgrimage to that place. In the medieval mind, this brought them a good deal closer to our Lord, to be in the place that was his. One of the things that's not understood about the Crusaders is that the liberation is the liberation of the place. Had Jesus been born somewhere else, that's what the attention would have been.
Yeah, of course,
yeah. A sense of the heroic.
Yes.
Very much so.
Yeah, absolutely.
And well delivered. And this is something I would listen to.
Nice. Heck yeah.
Yeah, sure.
They have a song about the winged hussars coming down farthest reach of the Ottoman Empire into Europe.
Yep.
Which I believe that
Vienna.
Yeah, Vienna, exactly. Yeah.
Sure.
Which that has to do with Our Lady of Czestochowa as well, right?
Yes.
All right. We don't have to touch on all that here, but for all of you curious, you can go check that out for yourselves. You can go Google that. But yeah, any final thoughts on reviewing all these metal tracks for the first time?
Well, first of all, I've appreciated it very much. Christopher Dawson, who's one of the great historians of culture in the last century, said that culture really embodied the unconscious spirit and attitudes that we carry with us. I think what the genre is doing is somehow looking there. The idea of folk music has been to carry on the tradition of what is handed it on. Huh?
Yeah.
This inspects it in a certain sense, or calls things out.
Nice.
And so maybe trying to bring to consciousness what otherwise we would not consider.
So metal music is many times associated with rebellion of sorts, and again, using that colloquially. But the insight that I think you drew out, which takes it away from the enemy, if you will, is inspecting it and putting it to the test and seeing if it actually is, these things we've carried on are actually valuable, or if they're just things that are thrust upon us.
So, for example, the idea that anything traditional is an obstacle, which can be a sort of modern theme, is denied by this.
You think so?
Oh, yes. well, Knights Templar. Not the first place I'd look if I were trying to deny tradition.
True.
And then, in a way, trying to recreate it, or what is some of the passion behind it, and so calling out things. And I think there's something immensely valuable in that. I appreciate the fact that there is musical depth to this. I don't find that in something like rap or other expressions, which frankly are just difficult for me to listen to for that reason. I'm not hostile to it. It just doesn't draw me in at all. I get a kick out of, what classical composer does this remind me of? There's something of Tchaikovsky in what we've just heard.
Oh, really?
Perhaps, or, sure,
Maybe it's the Northern European part.
I think. And so picking up on that tradition.
Are you familiar with the band ABBA?
I am, a little bit.
I describe these guys as metal ABBA.
Oh, okay. That's one of the few modern bands that I have a little bit of. I can see a great deal to appreciate in the genre.
Awesome. I love hearing that. That is a better conclusion than I would have ever expected. And I was like, I would have been happy with I understand why people like this, I would have been happy with that.
Actually, I'm pleased that people like this. Given my read of the culture, we tend to simplistic solutions to things in our social imagination. I think this doesn't do that, or maybe wants to wake us up from it. You're surprised that a 79-year-old Dominican might actually appreciate that.
Thank you so much for joining me, Father Michael.
Most welcome. Thank you.
And thank you guys for watching. You can see another video with Father Michael here. Bye.